Fiona Bennett. I'm a life coach, educator, and energy healer with Life Learning Strategies, and I hope you subscribe to this video. I would love that. I would really appreciate it. And any other video that you would like to watch. If you enjoy this one, please feel free to check out another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to deal with your emotions. And that's something that a lot of us tend to avoid, is dealing with our emotions. But you are in charge of your emotions, and they are not in charge of you. And no one else is in charge of your emotions. And it's up to you to be able to control them. A lot of times people believe that they're not in control of their emotions, and that their emotions actually are beyond them. I can't help it. I can't help how I feel. But that's not true. You can help how you feel, and that's not a bad thing. That's a fantastic thing. That's good news. It's great news, because why wouldn't you want to be able to feel good, feel great in your life? You get to choose how you feel. And yes, everybody has emotions that come up, and they're not all good. I mean, humans have a range of emotions, and they're not all good. But you don't have to stay in those negative emotions. That's the good news, is that yes, you might have sadness come up, you might have anger come up. We all do. But you can process those and then move into an emotion that feels much better than sadness and anger. And that's a fantastic news. So how do you do that? Well, first you have to be willing to stay in feeling instead of numbness. And a lot of times people are very afraid of their emotions, and so they don't want to feel any. They would rather feel none than feel bad. And so a lot of people have really numbed out. They kind of go through life just feeling nothing. And that's, I think, extremely sad. So you don't have to live that way. Life is so filled with color. It doesn't have to be black and white or gray. You know, it's rich and beautiful and vibrant when you know how to be fully engaged with it. So let's start just by taking a breath. Seems simple enough, right? So just take a breath. In through your nose and out through your nose. And when you are sort of ambushed by an emotion, that's the very first thing that I would recommend that you do, is to take a breath. Just breathe. You'll find that you'll be like holding your breath. So breathe. A lot of people go into survival breathing. They're breathing survival breathing their whole life too. And it's just, you're never really fully breathing. So practice, breathe. You know, expand your lungs. And when we're triggered by something that's happened, whether it's somebody's looked at you a certain way, or they've used a certain tone of voice, or something more traumatic has happened, our fight or flight or freeze has kicked in. We have all kinds of things happening automatically in our body. Our heart rate increases, and our pupils dilate. Our blood rushes away from our stomach and rushes to our muscles so that we can start to respond. And that's automatic. So we want to start to interrupt our automatic, panicky responses And breathing is the first way to do that. So that's why just stop and take a breath before you can do anything else. And before your mouth starts to blah, with things that you don't want it to say, take a breath. And then, if you can, try and take a step mentally back and become an observer of yourself. And ask yourself this question: what is the story I'm telling myself? Because immediately when you get triggered by something, you start to tell yourself a story. A story goes on immediately, like, oh, they looked at me a certain way, so they think I'm stupid, or they said this to me, and so they don't like me, or they they didn't hold the door for me, so they're really a jerk. They're disrespectful. Or, I didn't get that promotion, and so I'm never going to get a promotion. I might as well just give up. You start to tell yourself a story immediately, and then you can get really stuck. So take a step back and say to yourself, what story am I telling myself right now? As you breathe. And ask yourself, is this true? Is this true? And your first response might be yes. Yes, they're a jerk. Or yes, I'm never going to succeed. Or yes, I am so stupid. So take another step back and become really objective. No, I know that I have been successful at this and this and this and this. So just because this has happened, it does not mean that. Or I know that a lot of times I have gone through doors and I've forgotten to open it for someone else because I was in a hurry. Maybe they were in a hurry. I know this. I know that. So, look at the facts of the matter. You don't have all the facts. You can't make that story stick. So be objective. And then ask yourself, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? What is coming up for me? I feel sad. I feel sad. Or I feel mad. I feel disrespected. I feel stupid. I feel disappointed. Whatever it is, take a second. Quietly ask yourself, what do I feel? And answer yourself, I feel whatever. And just acknowledge it. Let yourself actually acknowledge what you're feeling. And breathe it in. Breathe it in. Take it in. Breathe it in. I have a beautiful meditation that I would be happy to send to anyone who wants it. You can just email me. I'll put my email at the bottom of this in the discussion. And anyone who wants the meditation to get in touch with your feelings and release it, it's beautiful. So I will do it. It's called Connect with Love. But ask yourself, what are you feeling? And then ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? Because that's important too. You want to validate. Maybe you can't give yourself what you need right now. That's okay. But at least ask, what do I need? What do I need in this moment? Allow those things. Allow yourself to process. Take that opportunity. And, you know, we've been talking now for almost 10 minutes. It doesn't have to take 10 minutes. Once you practice, you get into the habit of going through these stages. You know, something's happened. I feel triggered. I'm going to acknowledge my feeling. I'm going to whoa, something's just happened here. Breathe. What am I feeling and what do I need? It can happen very quickly. Once you practice, let it become a habit. You know, we can create our positive feelings just as habitually as we have created our negative feelings. So once we know what it is that's coming up for us and we release it, then we can choose to let those negative things go. You know what? Okay, I have released that and now I choose to deal with it. So if I was feeling sad, I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to do something that's going to help me release that feeling of sadness. And then I can release it. If I'm feeling angry, I'm going to do something that's going to help me release that feeling of anger. And then I can take care of it and release it. Because I want to feel joy. That's my natural state. My natural state is joy. So when I acknowledge to myself I'm feeling something other than joy, I can take care of it, release it, and return to my natural state. And so can you. So it's just a matter of learning how to acknowledge your feeling, release your feeling, and return to your natural state of joy. So I would love to help you with this process and help you practice. Just practice every day, because you're going to have a lot of opportunity. These things come up for us all the time. And we get triggered by, negative things, looks, voices, tones. People do things all the time that trigger us. So you get lots of opportunity to practice, to acknowledge and release and return to joy. So please reach out to me if you have any questions, if you have any comments, and I will, like I said, I'll include my email, and if you would like that meditation, I would really love to send it to you. So please feel free to contact me for that at bennett.lifelearningstrategies@gmail.com, or visit my website at Life Learning Strategies. Please subscribe to this video, and I will see you again soon.